first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. They start on the ground here. It's Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Young on 3rd down.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. On the return is Williams. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will take over. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st down, Gibbs. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll send the tight end in motion left. From just shy of midfield, Wilson.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. He's got room at the 30.
Touchdown, Detroit! Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop? Offense feeling their momentum that they've generated and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and you get the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. From the 27, Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing is Wilson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
This will be fielded at the 17. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Of course, he's coming off that monster game in their wild card victory, but that's his first catch here in the divisional round.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning, and now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. An option handoff given to Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Carolina. Miles Sanders, 63 yards. And the Panthers have moved out in front. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Play action. Now Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Gibbs.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. 2nd and 5.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson.
Throw caught by Raymond. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson.
Into the hands of Williams across the formation. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it.
The 30. 10, 5, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And it's now 21-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he did not want to go down there as he carries tacklers for a solid gain of 9. They'll keep it on the ground. Gibbs. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. Found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still...
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Panthers.
On the move past the 40, down the left sideline.
And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
This is intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. He got 29 yards that time.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
2nd down and goal. Young, touchdown. Adam Thielen, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something. And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by J.C. Horn. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Young. And connecting here with DJ Shark. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. This is up and good from Piñeiro. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Wilson. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
11 more yards.
Wilson.
Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
So the false start will back them up 5. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
In motion goes the tight end. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wilson being chased out left. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
And the Panthers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach?
As Sanders has it poked free. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumbled it right back. They looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup.
They go play action now. Wilson dancing to his left.
Open man is Raymond. He's got it.
And in for the Lions touchdown.
Khalif Raymond.
32 yards.
And the Lions take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points.
Wilson going to throw for it. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Off the play fake, Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Young. That is caught by Thielen. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. A play fake. Now Young. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a first down here.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Young to throw it. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
90 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Sanders is into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one goes for 30 yards. To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep for Moore. Touchdown! DJ Moore. 47 yards.
And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
And my goodness, another interception. It's Shaq Thompson here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Well, they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They run with Sanders off the option. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay a 3-score game at 24. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll leave them with a 2nd and just a few inches left. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Lions get a bit closer. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2. They'll try and throw for it. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
Here's Trenton Cannon on the return from his end zone.
Trenton Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 103 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Now here's Young.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Young into the slide, and he's got a 1st down. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another run with Sanders. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now. Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to cut into that deficit.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Throwing now is Wilson. On the move to his left. And that one is caught. So they convert here, and don't look now, but this one's back to a one-score game. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
We need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game.